Chip Maxwell here with your Maxwell Morning Memo. In the wake of Donald Trump's election as president, we Republicans have some sorting out to do. People on the right who were never Trumpers or called for Trump to step down as the nominee a month before the election now are calling for Lincoln-esque goodwill, with malice toward none, with charity for all. They're saying, let's not get sidetracked by revenge and payback. Let's move forward and focus on policy. It reminds me of a scene in Monty Python and the Holy Grail. An overzealous Sir Lancelot goes charging into a wedding reception, swinging his sword, slashing and killing several people, including the best man. A facilitator intervenes and says, "This is supposed to be a happy occasion. Let's not bicker and argue about who killed who. And let's not bicker and argue about who betrayed our Republican nominee at the moment of truth. There are some gaping holes in Donald Trump's back where people on the right stuck knives, some of them with Nebraska fingerprints on them. But the backstabbers and their allies don't want to focus on that. Trump was properly gracious in his victory speech, but there must be some degree of accountability for the terrible wrongs done by Republicans to someone who won the Republican presidential nomination fair and square. And there must be an effort by conservatives to take control of the Republican Party from the establishment. A major mistake by conservatism was not fully capitalizing on the phenomenon of Ronald Reagan. The Republican establishment despised Reagan just as it despises Trump. But the establishment tolerated Reagan because, like Trump, he broke through to the people and won. The first chance it got, though, the establishment pushed forward Bush 41. He rode Reagan's coattails to victory in 1988, and then in 1992 accomplished something that almost never happens. He lost his bid for re-election as president. It happened because he couldn't help his establishment nature. He promised no new taxes, and then he signed a tax increase. The GOP continued to nominate establishment candidates for president. I thought I was voting for a Reagan conservative in Bush 43, but he grew government spending at twice the rate President Bill Clinton did in the 1990s. There doesn't have to be a civil war within the Republican Party, but the establishment craves power and probably won't surrender it without a fight. The establishment doesn't care about the Constitution or limited government or founding values. The establishment doesn't want to change the game of big government. The establishment wants to be in charge of the game. This Trump victory is a foundation, not a pinnacle. It's a step in the right direction, but it's only a step. I agreed with Trump when he said, if we don't win this election, we just wasted a lot of time and effort. That still holds. If we don't do something with this victory, it will have been for nothing. Savor it, but don't be complacent. We have to pressure Trump to apply conservative principles, and we have to make conservatism the guiding ideology of the Republican Party. I'm Chip Maxwell for 94.5 FM, 1420 AM, The Answer.